this week on Strong Arm Sports Podcast. I think if I had to start a team right now, he would probably be my first. Martavis, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. I'm trying to be prophetic. Let me be prophetic.
If you do this,
let me be prophetic. Let me share my gift that God has blessed me with.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
All right, we back with another one. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land. In all the land. Man, we got all of your sporting news from last week, man. We're going to bring it to you in dramatic fashion. This happens to be the first time you guys are watching or listening to the show. On one half of the show, I go by the name of K-Spade, the prospect.
And I'm your boy, Martavis 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
We back, man.
You know it.
Spade, I'm gonna say, listen, man. Listen.
Uh-oh.
This is not a topic on the show, but I'm gonna say it right here.
Uh-oh.
Y'all gotta stop putting that camera in LeVar Ball face.
Oh my
he
God.
making all y'all look bad. He making all y'all look bad, and y'all making him look like a prophet. Y'all making him look like hey, listen.
Maybe he just is a prophet.
Maybe he is, babe. But I wanna put this in the atmosphere. Everybody, kids that's watching this, adults that's watching it, speak it into existence. I believe Strong Arm Sports will be one of the best sports shows ever.
Say that, bro.
Speak it into
Say
existence. Speak it into existence. That's what LeVar do, and it seemed like it's working. It's working. Babe, let's get into the show.
Let's do it, bro.
We're gonna start in the NFL. A lot of things happened in the league. You know what I mean?
Did it?
Things that's not on our list that quite couldn't make it. I want to say, shout out to Joe Thomas. We know he went down with injuries. I'm sorry, Joe. We respect you. You know I love the O-line. I don't really like the O-line like that. Don't really like the O-line like that. Over 10,000 straight snaps played. Joe Thomas has been a stud in this league for a bad team, and it's just terrible for him to go down. I'm sorry, Joe. You didn't make it on the topic list, but we respect you, homie. I want to start in Pittsburgh, Spade.
Okay.
Spade, if you guys didn't hear, it's always something in Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger said he watched. AB blowing up on the sideline. Le'Veon Bell was holding down. It's always something. It's always something in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Martavis Bryant. Now, I know. When you hear Martavis Bryant, you're like, oh, Lord, he's suspended again. What was he smoking this time? Not this time. But Martavis Bryant is not happy with the volume of targets he's getting. He's not happy with the looks he's getting on the offense. And Martavis Bryant actually wants to be traded and is currently inactive for this week's game coming up this Sunday. Martavis Bryant isn't playing this week. He wants out of Pittsburgh. Spade, talk to your boy. Is this just something else Pittsburgh got to deal with, or is this an issue?
Well, I mean, these issues right here get handled by the coach. Like, to me, whether or not it becomes a distraction depends on the head coach. And of course, Mike Tomlin has already been asked about it. And he kind of dealt with it in an abrasive way. If you're a fan of Mike Tomlin, you love it. If you're not a fan of Mike Tomlin, it's another reason why you hate him. But Coach Tomlin said, I'll rain, and these are his words. He said, I'll rain down my opinion or something like that. But he said he'll rain down, he'll give his ruling when it's his time. And he said, right now, it ain't high on my priority list. I get to it when I get to it kind of speak. And I was like, oh, snap. But if I play for this team, this is what I feel like you want your leader to do. Because if the coach don't handle it like this, I feel like, this is a reach, bro, but we can do this on our show because we don't really have any PC sponsors. But I'm going to tell you something, man. In the hood, right, when you got a dude who maybe he move illegal stuff in the hood, if he do a favor for somebody and they don't come back with the money, he got to deal with them because everybody else is watching to see how he's going to handle that situation. And this is kind of the same thing. If Mike Tomlin don't deal with this in this type of way, you never know, man. You can have all kind of folks like, I don't like the way I'm being treated. I want up out of here. The Steelers are known for having this particular way of handling business, man. They typically don't read people up before they contract out. They don't really deal with you sitting out. And, they got a way that they do things, and it seems to work for them. As far as Martavis Bryant, man, I feel like he got all the talent in the world. A lot of the reasons why he's not a more focal point of this offense is his fault. It's his fault. Because I
was
don't
going
know.
to say the same thing, Spade.
I don't know that they thought AB was going to be who AB is. Now, I could be wrong on that. Somebody's going to come back and say, oh, nah, they knew. I know they got rid of Mike Wallace because they knew that they had some talent over there and AB. Yeah. Martavis Bryant was definitely supposed to be a big focal point in this offense, and he messed that up. So now that you decided you want to get right, you can't expect everybody to cater to you, man. You get the ball when you get the ball. The whole team bad right now. Like your quarterback, he don't know if he want to throw to his wide receivers of the other team. And he actually DM'd me and told me, please take me out of your top 5 QB list. I do not even want to be in it. So they got a lot going wrong out there, man. And Martavis Bryant, you don't want to make a distraction right now and make it about you.
Spade, you took the words right out of my mouth. The nerve of Martavis Bryant to have an issue with anything with the Steelers. If anything, that kid needs to... Let me tell you something. If you guys didn't know, when the Steelers give Le'Veon Bell 20, I think it's 23 or more carries, they're like 11-1 or something. Like they don't lose when Le'Veon Bell get this amount of carries or more. So Le'Veon Bell, in my opinion, should be the number one option with Pittsburgh, and then you feed AB. As far as Martavis Bryant, first of all, you got two, regardless of how you have your list. The Steelers have 2 of the top 5 best players at both of those positions, wide receiver and running back. Martavis Bryant, where do you think you fit in with that? So instead of mouthing off, when all this is your fault anyway, because you've been smoking the weed and getting a lot of time off, so they can't trust you. So what they do, they go out, they draft another wide receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster, who's been playing great this year. They actually got Martavis Bryant inactive because Juju cleared concussion protocol and he's expected to get the start. So Martavis Bryant, I feel like this right here, if it was coming from anybody else, I probably would cape for the player. But not you, Martavis Bryant. Not when you have showed Pittsburgh your ass twice, been suspended numerous times for the same offense. Like, this is just... And I think Martavis Bryant have all the talent in the world. Same way I feel about Josh Gordon. But Martavis Bryant, don't nobody want to hear this from you after how you've been treating Pittsburgh the last 2-3 seasons with being suspended numerous times. Right. Numerous. So, listen. They have two of the top 5 best players at those positions, Spade. In my opinion, you got to get those guys the ball first. And they actually been on the little tear, Spade. I think they won their last 2 or 3 games. I don't have it right in front of me. I actually think they won their last 3 games. But so. Martavis Bryant, you winning, you go out there, you perform. Eventually, Big Ben will get to you. Like, I don't like it, Spade. Not coming from Martavis Bryant. Spade, let me just say this too. They got 2 good tight ends, too. They got Jesse James, who we think is a good young tight end in this league, but they also traded for Vance McDonald. That was a stud for the San Francisco 49ers last year, and neither one of those tight ends get the ball like I feel they should, get the ball. And they ain't complaining. Right. They out there still blocking, trying to, for the betterment of the team. Martavis Bryant, I don't want to hear this from you at all. They had Big Ben when he threw them 5-6 picks. They had Big Ben throwing like 50 times, and Le'Veon Bell got like 8 carries. If anybody should be complaining, it should be a guy like Le'Veon Bell for getting 8 carries when he's arguably a top 2 back in this league. Spade, we can move on. Martavis Bryant, I don't want to hear this from you. Let me ask you this, Spade. Yeah. Should they trade Martavis Bryant?
I still think he's a great talent. So if you can make it work, I still feel like you wait. You know what I'm saying? Don't change what you're doing for Martavis Bryant. But if you can make it work, I think you keep him. He's still a tall receiver with the speed to stretch the field, take the top off the defense. And once Big Ben get his head out of his ass, or you get another quarterback, because Big Ben to me sounds like I've always been taught when you hear players talking about retirement, it sounds like maybe mentally they are already there. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of when you hear Big Ben talk, it sounds like he got one foot out the door. So they really need to start looking for another quarterback or at least planning their next move. But yeah, man, just let this year play out. Tell Martavis.
I wouldn't trade him.
I
wouldn't trade him. No, I wouldn't.
Oh, I thought you said you would. Oh, bro,
no, I would not trade him. He owed the Steelers. So yeah. he, like you said, his talent is too immense, and he's finally on the field, and he want to complain, I wouldn't trade him. He gonna have to deal with this.
Same.
He gonna have to suck it up.
Yeah, he be all right. It's a bunch of folks don't like their job, but they make a whole lot less than him. He be all right.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Since we're in the NFL, man, let's talk about a guy who actually just did get traded. Of course, I'm talking about defensive lineman Marcell Dareus. Buffalo Bills guy, once upon a time, you couldn't talk about interior linemen and not talk about Marcell Dareus. His production, however, has started to recede like LeBron hairline, but like way worse than LeBron hairline. It keeps going back and back and back. He's also got this really big price tag, and Buffalo was basically put in a situation where you got to make a decision. You got this guy who's really not producing on the field. He's making a whole lot of money, and a lot of folks expected him to be moved before the trade deadline, and he was moved. Got moved to the Jags for a pick, if I'm not mistaken, a 2018 pick.
Yeah.
What I want to ask you, a couple of things. For one, do you think man, I'm going to throw a bunch of questions your way. I'm going to throw so many your way, you might have to write this down. One, is Marcell Dareus still got something left in the tank? Was it just time for a change of scenery? You know what I'm saying? Or is he washed? Two, how many damn defensive linemen is the Jacksonville Jaguars going to get? Because I thought the defensive line was already pretty nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was already pretty nice. And also, Buffalo cleared up some space, but, I mean, would you have moved him if you Buffalo? 3 questions.
Absolutely, I would have moved him.
Okay.
Absolutely. For whatever reason, it's not working out there anymore. Dareus was definitely a stud, earlier on, in his earlier career.
Yeah.
I don't think he's washed. Sometimes a player just needs to be rejuvenated and get that change of scenery.
Bro, he ain't really been good since 2014. He had 10 sacks in 2014.
As bad as we think Blake Bortles is, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is phenomenal. Amazing.
It is.
Them boys get after it. And I'm going to tell you, being around guys like a Calais Campbell, you got Jalen Ramsey, you got them good ass linebackers. Being around those type of players, I feel like it's going to get Dareus juices flows. That's why I was like, listen, they got a 6th round pick for Dareus, which could turn into a 5th round pick, depending on his production with the Jaguars this year. I think the Jaguars got to steal. I'm expecting big things. And the crazy thing is, Spade, whatever they want Dareus to do, I think he's able to do. So if they only want him to play 30 snaps or 25 snaps and rush the pass, I think he could do that. If they just want him to be a guy that just, clog up gaps to stop the run game, I feel like he could do that. So I think the Jags got to steal. I think they didn't give up anything. I mean, you look around and you look in the draft, Spade. 6th round picks, 5th round picks. You're not really finding Tom Brady's or Kareem Hunts and these type of guys. You know what I mean? It's rare. I mean, these guys happen, but it's rare. A lot of these 5th, 6th round picks, these guys get cut. They be on the practice squad. I mean, it happens. Yeah. So if you can get a guy for a 5th or a 6th round pick or at least think you can at least get him back to the form he used to be, if you can get him close to 2014, you got to steal for a 6th round pick. You got to steal.
I guess. Don't they still have to eat some of this contract, though?
I mean...
And I'm looking at their defense, bro. They got Malik Jackson. They got Calais Campbell. They got Aubrey Jones.
Stud.
And they're young. They're young.
You don't like it?
I
like it.
Yeah, but I mean...
I like it,
Spade.
They go and get it.
You're looking at Darius, who's 27, 28 years old. His production's down. He ain't cheap. And you're just thinking
you think he washed?
I don't know.
You don't think none of that is because... I mean, Buffalo, they having an okay season this year. You don't think none of that is like, yo, I'm tired of here. You don't think he can get rejuvenated down there with all them studs on defense?
Well, I'm going to tell you another thing they thinking is going to get him rejuvenated. They're putting him back with Doug Marrone, who was initially his coach in Buffalo back when he was good.
Eating.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're talking about a player that had 10 sacks in 2014, and he ain't had 10 sacks total since then.
He had some injury problems, He had some injury problems.
Yes, but listen, he played 15 games in 2015 and had 2 sacks.
Okay.
Granted, he only played 8 games in 2016. He had 3.5 sacks. But in the game so far this season,
wasn't both of them under Ryan?
Yeah, under Rex. But so far this year, he's played in 5 games. He only got 1 sack. He's got 4 tackles.
I think it's the change of scenery, bro.
I hope so.
Sometimes you gotta break the band up, bro. Okay, we complain about teams, Spade, sitting on money and being there and not going to get it. I commend Jacksonville. Jacksonville been down for a while.
Oh,
so
I like what they doing. But you know what this reminds me of? You and I had a conversation about a week ago off camera about the Knicks. Because you and I remembered when the Knicks first made the trade for Amari Stoudemire, they was winning games. Amari Stoudemire was scoring damn near 30 a game, and it was working. And there was no reason to mess with it. But they got greedy. They went and got Melo. Of course, Melo and Amari, it just didn't work. It ain't no knock to Melo. It ain't a knock to Amari. They just did not work good together. Eventually, Amari's production plummeted. They got rid of him. That kind of ended Amari Stoudemire's career. Like, he hung around a few more places, but he was never the Amari we saw for like a week in New York. And I just wonder, like, we just said the defense looks phenomenal. It really don't need anything. And I wonder if sometimes when you seasoning that food, that extra shake of salt jack your cholesterol, slap up. I just wonder if that's what they're doing.
Sometimes a sprinkle is good though, Spade.
Yeah, but I felt like it already was. The food was tasting good in Jacksonville. What we still shaking for?
Spade, but they ain't. I don't think they asking. I don't think they asking them to come in and be a starter. I think they like, yo, you know what? Let's sprinkle a little Dareus in.
We'll see.
We'll see. I actually like the move, and I commend Jacksonville for going to get it because they've been down for a while. And I like it. Let's move on.
All right, let's go.
Let's take it to Miami. And no, we're not talking about your cocaine sniffing coach.
Whoa. Whoa. That was aspirin, bro. Like, he have a problem with taking pills. So that's how you get his aspirin.
Damn.
Everybody.
We're going to take it to Miami. If we're going to talk about the Dolphins had a game Thursday night, if you guys didn't know this. Well, the Ravens had a game Thursday night. The Dolphins didn't show up.
I was going to say, did we have a game?
Did show up. The one person for the Dolphins did show up, and that was Kiko Alonzo. If you guys didn't know, Joe Flacco, the quarterback of the Ravens, was scrambling for a first down. What looks to be, he was going for the first down, and at the last minute, he slid. Kiko Alonzo said in his mind, he was thinking, he's going to slide. And at the last minute, he was like, I got to hit this guy. I can't allow him to get the first down. So Kiko Alonzo went for it, and at the last minute, Joe Flacco slid. And Kiko Alonzo's shoulder kind of hit Joe Flacco in the head. His helmet came off. Joe Flacco had a concussion. Spade, people are back. We just talked about this a couple of weeks ago with Danny Trevathan. And now people are basically calling for Kiko Alonzo's head, saying he's a dirty player. This was a dirty play. It was uncalled for. Spade, talk to your boy about Kiko. Was this a dirty play?
All right, look.
Let me know.
So, I just watched the play again. Of course, I seen it. I didn't see it live because I wasn't watching that game. Y'all probably wouldn't believe this, but all of my cable services was down during that game. I couldn't watch any of the game. So I did not see that.
How convenient. Mine was down yesterday for the Florida State game. That's funny.
Yeah, it'd be doing that. It'd be
acting up.
I have been on record saying I don't like when a player is sliding and another player makes the hit. I've said it before, but I'm telling you, I know y'all gonna think I'm biased. You probably think this is Dolphin fan Spade talking, but the slide was so late. I don't understand. Like, as a quarterback, if you see the defense coming and your mind is not telling you, I need to get down and slide, your mind is telling you, I want to get 2 or 3 more yards, and I feel like you're a runner at that point, man, and it's unfortunate. I don't think Kiko's a dirty player. I think he's a physical player. It wasn't even helmet to helmet. It wasn't. I have a hard time saying he's a dirty. I don't think he's a dirty player. I don't think it was a dirty hit. It's an unfortunate hit. It was unfortunate. But if you look at the play, man, and I know we got the luxury of being able to watch it in slow motion and all that, but watch it in full speed. It looked like Flacco slid late to me. To me, it looked like he slid late, and that's my honest opinion.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, Spade. I agree with you 100%.
Oh, okay. And I didn't know what you was going to go with that.
100%. Yeah, man. Let me Flacco, listen, we watch guys like Peyton Manning. We watch guys like Tom Brady. When they about to get hit, they go down. They are down on the ground.
On the way. Yeah,
they are down. Flacco, in my opinion, was headed. He was trying to get that first down. And once Flacco seen Kiko coming down the pike, like, okay, I bet he was right there and was like, I better slide because I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. And his slide was late. Let me tell you, I want to just say this, babe. Mm-hmm. I'm tired. I don't think Kiko Alonzo is a dirty player either, but I definitely think he plays to the whistle.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm tired of every time it's a hit like this, or the Anthony Barr hit, or the Danny Trevathan hit, that they just say, oh, this player's a dirty player. He's dirty. I don't like that, man. It's football. Injuries happen. It's a physical sport. Every time somebody get hurt, every time it's a collision or a hit, that doesn't mean it's dirty. That doesn't mean the player is dirty. That don't mean the hit is uncalled for. It's football. Football is a game of inches and seconds, milliseconds, not even a second, milliseconds. So if Kiko felt like Flacco was going for that first down, he didn't slid in a good amount of time, then Kiko got to go in. At that time, Joe Flacco is a runner, and Kiko got to go hit that guy. I don't have a problem with what Kiko Alonzo did. I'm pretty sure with how this league is moving, with it's all this concussion and CTE stuff, he's probably going to get a hefty fine, and he might be suspended. I heard people calling for Kiko to be out for 5 games. Like, that's just absurd to me. It's absurd. I don't think Kiko's along. Hey, it's football. It's a physical sport. They got to be able to. The defense have to. If I was a football player right now, I would not want to play defense. I wouldn't want to play defense because they get no love. They supposed to hit in this little crazy strike zone that only shrink as the offensive player go down. It's tough to play defense in college too, because they call spearmint and targeted and you get ejected. It's just tough to play defense in this state of football, and I'm glad my playing days are over.
You know what it's time for, bro?
What's that?
It's time for one of Spade's weird ass analogies, and I got you.
Go ahead.
This is like you in a plane. You in a jet, all right? And somebody say, you're smoking from your right wing. Over. I think they say over when they finish telling you something.
I don't think they say over on the plane.
I'm pretty sure they do. Trust me. It's smoke from your right engine. Over. And you like, I'm going to try to get to this certain point before I rip the cord and eject. Man, you better get your ass out of there. It's smoking. Right. And I feel like you waited to the last minute to try to eject, and he didn't get a chance to eject all the way, and he crashed. That's what happened. Hey, if y'all disagree with me, if you watched it, if you ain't watch it, don't you jump your ass in this comment section. If you watched it, hit me up. And if you disagree, let me know. Like I said, man, I don't think I'm being blinded by my Dolphin fanmanship.
I don't think so either. I mean,
if you see it in full speed, it's a lake slide. Like, what is Flacco really thinking he doing right here? The way they be tattooing Cam, man, he got to get that hit, bro. You gotta get that hit.
Even guys with better mobility get down. Like Russell Wilson, he's a very mobile quarterback. He gets out of bounds or he gets down. Like, Flacco, what are you thinking about? I even wrote on Twitter, what was Flacco thinking? What was he thinking? Come on, Flacco.
Right.
Spade.
You ready to move on?
We can move on, champ.
All right, man.
Yeah, we can move on.
Let's talk NBA. You know, what a real fun happens.
Anyway.
Facts.
Oh, Lord.
Let's talk about the Phoenix Suns, and no, I ain't finna talk about the fact that young 19-year-old rookie Lonzo Ball almost gave them a trip dub. I ain't gonna say that. I want to talk about I don't know what's going on with them, bro. I mean, nobody really thought this team was
Phoenix.
Good.
Suns going Sun.
Facts. Nobody thought this team was good, but I ain't know things were so bad there. So for starters, man, they started the season bad. I think they lost every one of their preseason games but 2. They came out, they lost the first 3 games of the season. And I'm talking about they weren't losing games like they was in dogfights. I think they might have been in a dogfight with the Lakers, but they bad anyway. But the other teams they faced just came out there and just kicked off in their behinds. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, man.
Point guard Eric Bledsoe, who you can imagine ain't been having the greatest early part of the season. Not only are you on a losing team, but you got your name attached to the triple-double almost by Lonzo Ball. That's never going anywhere. You think LeVar finna stop talking about that? No. That's never going anywhere. Eric Bledsoe, the power of social media, the man tweeted, "I no longer want to be here." That's all he tweeted. It started getting retweets. Other athletes were subtweeting him. I know DeAndre Jordan didn't at him, but he tweeted, "Come home, bro. Just come back home, bro." Everybody was tweeting all this wild stuff. It was getting retweeted, and the Suns was like, oh, shit, we got to do something. So they looked around. Who's going to take the fall? You, Earl, come here. And they told Earl Watson to come to the office. They told him to pack his stuff and get up out of there. Then I found this funny. I don't know if you knew this, bro, but after the tweet, when they met with Eric Bledsoe, first they sent him home. Like, they met with him, and the talk must didn't go well. They sent him home. And Eric Bledsoe said that "I no longer want to be here" tweet was about me being in the hair salon. I don't know if he was getting a Duke or an S curl or if he was taking one of his chicks there or something. I don't know. But he no longer wanted to be there. At least that's the story he's telling folks.
Mm-hmm.
Watson gets fired. The interim coach is named. I can't say his name. I'm not even going to try. LePage, would you like to try? Because I'm not going to.
Jay Tarantino or something?
Yeah, we'll take that. That'll work. And the Suns look like they've turned it around. I don't think all of the things that was wrong with that team was Earl Watson's fault. But, bro, the Suns got a legit issue. Now, somebody from Bledsoe's camp said that Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns talked before the season started, and he expressed his desire to be traded from there. So they knew it. This ain't nothing new. For one, do you see a place for Bledsoe? I love hitting you with these combo questions. Do you see a place where you feel like he'll fit in? Because I read that the Cavs had interest, and I don't have the slightest idea why the hell they want another PG. And also, what's up with the Suns? Like, are they okay? Are they just a bad team? Is it Earl's fault? Like, what? Did they pull the trigger too soon? What's the problem?
It was a lot of reports out there that, when they was when the Cavs wanted to get rid of Kyrie, that Phoenix could have been the destination, and they wanted Bledsoe. I mean, it was also a report that Bledsoe could have ended up with New York. It was a few more teams. Mm-hmm. As far as a landing spot for Bledsoe, I don't know, Spade.
Me either.
I can't look at a spot and be like, you know what, Bledsoe's a fit there. I don't think.
I still say New York.
I don't think they.
You like the Frank guy?
Not that I like him. It's not that I like him. I just think my problem with these teams like a Phoenix, like a New York, even more so, even my Bulls, if you're gonna go young, you gotta put these guys in the fire and see what they got. You're not gonna win anything. You're not going to the playoffs. You might as well play. It's crazy, Spade, because I don't think a guy like a Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls will be getting all this playing time that he's getting right now if Nico and Bobby Portis wouldn't have had this fight. And now we looking like, okay, you know what? The Bulls ain't going nowhere, but at least Lauri is looking like a player. And I feel like you need, when you got a real young team like that, I feel like you need some veteran leadership. So maybe that's why Phoenix is keeping a guy like an Eric Bledsoe. But you got these other young guys. At some point, you're gonna have to put them in the fire and see what they have. So as far as I don't see why the Knicks would take that. You drafted this Frank guy. If I'm not mistaken, he was a top 10 pick.
Yes.
Like eventually you gotta put him in the fire. And see, yeah, man. Eventually you gotta put these guys in the fire and let's see what they have. It does eventually have to be
now, though, bro. Does it have to be now? Because you gotta think, even when the Lakers took the great Kobe Bryant, they had an all-pro shooting guard out there named Eddie Jones.
They did.
So I just don't feel like granted, they think he's gonna be a great player. He ain't gotta do it now. That team is gonna be terrible.
Like Phoenix, they're a young team anyway. Their whole team is young. Except for Bledsoe.
You absolutely
Except for Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like 19 or 20.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you might as well just put them in the lines then and see who got some fight. That's what I would do. The Bulls. Earlier before the season started, I said the Bulls shouldn't re-sign Nico. We ain't going nowhere. Why spend the money?
You ain't got to worry about that.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got with these young guys. Let's see what we have. I cannot find, Bledsoe, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's an LA guy, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's from in that Los Angeles area. I know he used to play with the Clippers. I remember back maybe some years ago he had some desire with playing with the Lakers. That's definitely out now that they got Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Clippers fade. Maybe.
It'll be disrespectful to Pat Bev, and you already know. We already know Doc ain't finna let him jump in front of. He ain't jumping in front of his kid. No way. We ain't even get Melo to make sure his kid can play. What you mean?
So I mean, when I'm looking around the league, Spade, I can't find a spot. I can't find a spot for him. What about the Pelicans? You like the Pelicans? They moved Drew off Ball. I don't know. I can't find a spot. If you can find a trade suitor for Eric Bledsoe, please leave it in the comment section down below. Because looking around the league, I don't know.
One more question.
Looking around the league.
How much of the bad Phoenix Suns play do you put on Earl Watson?
I just think they're a young team, man. It's Spade. We talk off camera about this all the time. I want guys to stop taking bad jobs. Like that job was a bad job. You look around the league.
It seemed lit though, bro. They had the picks. They was bringing folks in.
I like. Let me tell you, I like Booker. I like the kid Chris. They young. They got to get better, man. And another reason a lot of these teams have high turnover, not only with coaches and management and players, is because they don't give the three time to gel together. They had when the Warriors got Mark Jackson, they had all these picks. They drafted all these guys. They had their core. Mark Jackson, I feel like, was getting them there, and they decided to go another direction for off the court thing. Not because Mark Jackson was a bad coach, and not because he couldn't coach the Warriors. It was like off the court crap. He wasn't getting along with assistants or upper management and crap like that. It was stuff like that. So they said, you know what, let's get Mark Jackson out. I think more people, in my opinion, needs to follow the Warriors blueprint. Let guys stay together, gel, and you got to go through them hard times to get you got to go through them rainy days to get the sunshine. No pun intended with the Suns. Like
nah, pun intended, please.
I don't think you can fire a guy after 3 games and be like, yo, it's on Earl. I don't.
Let me say this, and then we can move forward. Let's not forget. Like, I'm looking at his numbers. 2015, 2016, yeah, he kind of got inserted halfway through that season, I guess you could say. He only was able to put up 9 wins as the head coach with 24 losses. 27% of the games was wins. Came back and won 24 games.
Go ahead.
He only had one.
Did we really expect anything from them, though?
That's what I was going to say. He only had 1 full year. 24 wins, 58 losses for 29%. So technically, he only had 1 full year. This year, he was 0-3. I just don't really know if he had enough time to do anything. And I'm not saying that he's a great coach. That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, we don't know.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's long enough to say that he is a bad coach either. I don't know. I just don't know. And let's not act like the West ain't flipped the switch on.
They in the West.
Right.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't understand what these. I think they feel like they better than. Teams need to have realistic expectations, and I feel like a lot of these teams. We're gonna talk about this later. Me and Spade was talking about this off camera. We're gonna talk about this later. I think a lot of these teams have some crazy expectations that are not going to be met. So we're going to see a lot more coaches get fired, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Spade, let's move on. I want to take you to the Warrior and Wizards game. It was a great game last night.
It was.
And the crazy thing is, I feel like the Wizards played with this edge because of they took it out on the Warriors. But what happened with the Lakers? So they took it out on the Warriors,
right?
That Laker game. But we want to talk about this. You guys didn't know the Warriors and Wizards had a game last night, and it was fisticuffs, as they say. It was a brawl for it all. It was tables, ladders, and chairs. It was jerseys being ripped. It was cameraman getting kicked. It was crazy. It was crazy, Spade.
Yeah.
And it started with Draymond Green and Bradley Beal. Wasn't no punches thrown. It kind of was, hemming each other up. They grabbed each other. They tussled. They fell to the ground. Of course, teammates came off. In my opinion, Spade, it looked like somebody, I couldn't see who it was, looked like somebody came off the Wizards bench. So he's probably going to be suspended for a game. Kelly Oubre came in. He was swinging. Kelly Oubre, it just seemed like the guy that always is swinging on somebody.
He about that action.
Yeah. He seemed like he is, Spade. And he came in. He seemed like he don't have a problem with swinging on people on the court. He swung. He hit John Wall all up in the back of the head. He missed whoever he was targeting, and it was just mayhem, Spade. I want to get your thoughts first about the game, and then about the brawl for it all. Talk to your boy.
Well, I mean, sadly, we're talking about the brawl. I mean, I know you asked about the game too, but I guess I should say most people talking about the brawl, and not the fact that it was probably one of the best games of the season. I mean, it was a great game. Yeah, it came down to basically a buzzer beater shot attempt for what's the little guy that used to play with the Lakers? I can see his little ball head. Jody Meeks. Jody Meeks had a chance. I don't know how the hell they drew it up that Jody Meeks was gonna take the last shot, but he had a chance to send this game into overtime. But
solid 3-point shooter too.
I was gonna say he actually played well, but it was a really good game, man. Of course, the game got overshadowed by the chippiness, and it was a chippy game, and I hate to keep throwing this old school card out there, but I like a good chippy game, man. I like it.
Me too.
I don't like to see all this buddied up high fives between the two teams.
Right.
Like, good dunk, hey, high five. I don't like to see that. I want to see a little, this is going to sound crazy as hell, but I like to see a little angry-ass competitiveness. I like to see that. But anyway, as far as what went down, because we got all the technology that you can go back and look at it from various angles, I'm not sure what really happened. Bradley Beal got his shot punched. First of all, he came to the rack. He got that mess punched. If I know Dre like I know Dre, he probably said something after he punched it. Probably told him to get that weak mess out of here. After the block, somebody else on the Wizards got this shot up. You got Bradley Beal trying to get in rebound position. You ain't finna get around Dre. Dre had him boxed out. It was a little physical. And then you can see Bradley Beal's hand go around Draymond's face and kind of hit him in the face. He didn't punch him. I saw Kevin Durant, who always got something weird to say. Kevin Durant said, I don't know how Draymond got ejected for being punched in the face. He didn't get punched in the face, but he did get hit in the face. And in that chippy game, that hit in the face is going to make you turn around and see what's up. When he turned around, like LaPierre said, they kind of hemmed each other up. It looked like Bradley Beal was trying to hip toss him. I don't know what Dre weighing that day, but he looked like he was a little too heavy for the hip toss, and they both went down. After that, man, you can't really see what was happening because people was everywhere. Kelly Oubre, on the other hand, though, that man kind of got licks in on everybody. I think he hit Clay, which Clay said he later apologized for, and I quote, grazing his face. Kelly, you a goon. Kelly, you know damn well you didn't graze his face. But Kelly probably was feeling like he wanted some more shot attempts too, and stole off on John Wall too. Hit him in the back of the head. You know, everybody getting these hands once it go down. But it was an unfortunate thing, man. I hate that both of those dudes got ejected. I gotta admit, man, I'm rarely on Draymond's side, but with this one, I don't necessarily know that Draymond deserved the ejection, but I think Dre already had a flagrant foul in that game. He did. If that's his second flagrant, I think you get ejected on that second one, so I guess I understand that. One last thing, then I'll shut up. I'll tell you what I don't like about the Warriors. And I know every show I tell you something I don't like about the Warriors, but damn it, get used to it.
I think we're going to say the same thing because this is what I'm going to say.
I'm so sick of them playing the victim. Shut y'all ass up. All they do, like, oh, the NBA don't like me. Even Kirby, like, I don't know what Dre did, or the NBA. Even Steph, when Steph did this little mess the other day with throwing the mouthpiece, Steph said, oh, I must have forgot who I played for. You know, the league don't like the Warriors. Shut y'all ass up. Y'all on TV every day. The league do like y'all. Y'all on TV every day. They love y'all.
They love them.
They was showing your whole family in the crowd. I know every member of your family because of the NBA. Stop playing the victim. Nobody hates y'all but me. Like me and LaPierre. That's it. Everybody else loves y'all. The minority of the people hate y'all. And if you can't deal with the small percentage hating you, then you just entitled and spoiled. Everybody ain't got to like y'all. Like, nobody got it out for y'all. Shut up. Shut up, bro. I get tired of them crying.
I feel like the Wizards were a little chippy off of that loss to the Lakers, Spade. Off of that loss to the Lakers. I think they brought this edge to this game. They was like, we playing the Warriors. Regardless, I mean, we know the Warriors had some loss. You know, I think they have 2 losses now, maybe 3. I think it's 2. But the people feel like the Warriors is still the team to beat. The Wizards just had this loss to the Lakers with John Wall. They built it up for John Wall versus Lonzo. Well, LeVar built it up, and everybody fell in line and followed LeVar and made it this big Lonzo versus John Wall, and they didn't live up to it. Lakers got a dub, and I feel like the Wizards was on the edge from there. Yep. And the crazy thing is, Spade, once. Like you said, it was a great game. I mean, at once, Steph Curry hit a 3, John Wall came back, he hit a 3. It was a great game. But I'm going to tell you what, Spade, the Warriors, Spade, and this is where I was going to go. This crap started with Steph Curry throwing the mouthpiece. I didn't throw the mouthpiece at him. I threw the mouthpiece to the ground. Look, Steph Curry, you threw the mouthpiece at the ref. Just like in the playoffs previously, you threw the mouthpiece in the crowd. It hit a person.
I don't give a shit who he threw it at. Like, stop throwing temper tantrums and throwing your mouthpiece because you didn't get a call in a game that you was obviously going to lose anyway.
And then after that, Draymond Green said some words to Dennis Smith Jr. You would never dunk on me. And the Warriors, they play this victim. And I guess that's how they got to get the edge they need to get up. Whatever you got to do to get the edge, you need to get up every night. Maybe that's what the Warriors got to do. They don't like us. Nobody like the Warriors. It's us against the world. And even if it's not there, psychologically, maybe that's what they need. I get it.
And that's fair.
Just, oh my gosh, they like picking on us. Why? Come on, let's cut the crap. Steph Curry shot a 3 the other day, did his little shimmy. before the ball even went in. He was in the corner, did a shimmy right in front of the opposing bench. Let's cut the crap. Let's start. I rarely speak about other shows on this show, but Nick Wright from Fox Sports 1 said Steph Curry, in his opinion, is one of the most, if not the most cockiest player in the league, and I agree. Steph Curry be acting like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I like everybody. Oh my God, stop it. I'm Spade. I know you said the fight is unfortunate. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I like it.
I'm saying it's unfortunate because it takes away from how good of a game it was.
It does. And I'm gonna tell you what. As much as I don't like Draymond talking and all that, I feel like Draymond is a tough guy in this league. So, but the crazy thing is, I was shocked to see Bradley Beal get more like that than Draymond Green. But I'm not mad at it. I'm pretty sure it will be some suspensions handed down. I know Kelly Oubre is getting out of there once they look at the tape. But Kelly Oubre looking like he ain't no sucker. And I don't have a problem with it, Spade. I don't have a problem with it. It was just a phenomenal game, and you just hate that, that overshadows it. But Spade, me and you grew up in the era when the Knicks and Heat, if they played, it was going to be a fight. People was tuned in because it was going to be a fight.
You was in front of your TV when that game happened.
Yeah, man.
Let me say something else about the mouthpiece, and we can move forward. I feel like Steph, and I know, I grew up being a Barkley fan. I know that
he didn't even get suspended, Spade. He got fined. He didn't even get suspended.
Right, and it was a pointless game. Like, suspending him from one game wouldn't have changed the outlook on their season whatsoever.
Word.
I grew up in the Barkley era. I understand that whole, I'm not a role model. Yeah, I know. You can say you don't want to be it all you want. The fact of the matter is, to somebody you are. Especially Steph Curry, who everybody says, oh, we can relate to him because he's small and cuddly, and we're small and cuddly, so I can see a lot of myself in him, even though this cat like 6'3". But Steph Curry, you can't, when you don't get a call, you can't take your nasty ass slobbery feel mouthpiece out your mouth and throw it. You can't do that. Like, you got to understand that that's like you throwing a temper tantrum. Yeah, I don't know how you run your household, so whatever he allows in his house is cool. But if I tell my kids something and they throw something, we're going to have a problem up in here. And if I'd have thrown something in my parents' house, I'd have had a problem up in there. I'd have had a problem. The thing that bothers me is Steph said, oh, well, I got to know who I play for. And once again, it's that whole playing the victim. Well, I happen to be a Heat fan. I saw Udonis Haslem get mad and throw his mouthpiece at the ground. It bounced off the ground and went toward the direction of a ref, and he got suspended for a playoff game. A playoff game. What is Steph talking about? Shut up. Shut up. Like, stop acting like they get on my nerves,
I think
bro.
The only reason he didn't get suspended is because who we play for.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
And because who he is. Because he is so small and cuddly, and people can relate to him. But it's just, I hate them playing the victim. Stop playing the victim. They need to make it where if you get mad at a call and throw anything, you done so.
You're out.
You done so.
You out.
Stop throwing
shit. I agree.
Who you think you are? Come on, man. Stuff make me mad every day. I don't throw stuff. Traffic make me mad. What am I do? Roll my window down and throw some shit out the window? Come on, man. All right.
I was taught growing up, maybe other people was taught different. Keep your feet on the ground and don't spit on anybody. And putting your slobbery mouthpiece on anybody is nasty.
That's nasty. That's nasty, bro. I don't want your damn bodily fluids near me. What's wrong with you?
And keep your feet on the ground. But Draymond, I'm just
Drake can't
that's
help
a little
it.
shot.
They do what they want to do. Anyway, let's move forward. We spent way more time on that than I thought we was going to. But one of the things that happened in that brawl, once they got everybody peeled off the pile, Draymond came out with his shirt ripped, his jersey ripped. And now everybody's looking like, hold up, what's going on with these Nike jerseys? This is the third time. Man, LaParis, what are we, 5 games into the season, maybe 6?
Yep.
6, 7 games into the season max. This is the third NBA player we've seen get that jersey ripped. Now, we don't know what was happening at the bottom of that pile, so maybe you ain't really tripping too much about Draymond's. But we saw LeBron get his ripped on a play that really didn't look like it should have got ripped. And we also saw, who is it, Tyler Ennis? Yeah, Tyler Ennis had his jersey to rip in a preseason game. Now, Nike paid like $126 million for this year to have a license for this year, I guess, for the jersey.
Yeah.
And LaParis clowned my Hurricanes for having Adidas jerseys. And right about now, the NBA is missing those Adidas jerseys because apparently they was made out of better stuff. Now, I also want to take this. Can I give you my rebuttal? Now, hold up. I got another stab. Then you can.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, it should also be said that Adidas has moved to number 2 in shoe sales. They done jumped over Jordan Brand. You know what I'm saying? Adidas is making big moves right now. They also got a couple of college coaches getting subpoenaed. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Go ahead.
They got to come up with something about these Nike jerseys. Give me your rebuttal first, and then I want to know what the hell going on, man. Nike cutting corners on these jerseys or what?
How much did Nike pay for the license?
Like $126 million, I think.
Yeah. So when you pay that much money,
you gotta cut back costs. I knew you was gonna say that.
Cut back costs. So of course, when you paying that much money, you gotta send it to Bangkok. You gotta send the jersey to Beijing. You gotta send it to Beijing to get made. So of course, they ain't over there using the finest cotton and the finest whatever the jersey mesh. They're not using the finest mesh. They over there using paper, like paper mache. So of course it's gonna be a lot more jerseys get ripped. It's gonna be a lot more, but because they had to cut back the cost, they paid a buku amount of money to get this license, so they had to cut costs somewhere. As far as Adidas jumping, Adidas had their own problems. Kudos to Adidas for jumping Jordan Brand, excuse me. Kudos to them, but I'm pretty sure a lot of that got to do with, hey, we'll buy your mom a house in Los Angeles if you sign this deal with Adidas. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Wiggins was there. Wiggins was with Adidas before he even went to the league. Like, he was like fresh out of that 1 year in college, and Adidas scooped him right in. So if somebody checked Wiggins' family bank account, I'm pretty sure he got paid too. But anyway, Adidas got their own problems. As far as these jerseys, I was joking about, sending it to Beijing or Bangkok and stuff. But Nike got to do something. They got to do something. Like Nike making this day, Nike has made this big campaign about it's not just a jersey. Like if you cop an NBA jersey made by Nike this year, like you get like exclusive access to said player. So if you buy, for example, a Westbrook jersey or a Harden jersey, you get exclusive access to that player with an app. So you get the jersey. It's a code in the jersey box. You get an app, and you get their highlights, you get their stats, you get their best plays of the night. It's supposed to be some exclusive. I'm doing quote fingers because we never know how exclusive this stuff is. We don't know if it's pre-recorded or not. But you're supposed to get exclusive interviews with said player, of the player of your choice, that you're rocking their jersey. So, Nike definitely got to get it together. Because if I buy a jersey, and I don't know how much NBA jerseys cost, I don't rock jerseys no more, but it's $200 for a jersey, and that junk ripping up that easily, we're going to have a problem. Have a problem.
I didn't even know about the stats and the interviews and all that, so I actually agree with you. If I don't pay the $120-something million for the license for the year, and I don't put all this technology and stuff and got somebody to design an app, we definitely using the cheapest thread I can find. Nike might be ran by me. I'm sorry.
Word. They in somebody's basement threading them joints right now.
However, I do want to say this before we move forward. Now, one of the high ups at Nike is an Oregon alma mater. Oregon Ducks always got 14 different colorways to their uniform. If I don't see at least one Oregon Duck, and we talking football too now, way more physical sport. If I don't see at least one Oregon Duck with a ripped jersey, I'm going to be upset. I feel like Oregon getting nicer stuff than NBA players, and I got a problem with that. So, Oregon, somebody better tear y'all jersey off this year, or I want answers. Yep.
Spade. He's so
I want answers.
Let's move on. Spade, this is where we want to be. Spade, a lot of people, if you haven't been in the comments, Spade, a lot of people has been giving you hell about your top fives.
Yeah, they have, bro. I don't understand it.
We did the center, we did the power forwards, we did the small forwards, we did the two guards. Now, we are at the point guard position, Spade.
Drum roll.
Top 5 point guards in the league. If you guys don't know how we do it, we go 5-5, 4-4, 3-3, 2-2-1-1. Spade.
Yep. Yes.
I'm going to start with you. People been giving you hell, Spade.
Let me address
People been giving you hell. I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Give me a number 5. But go ahead, address
first, let me address the backlash I've been getting for my
go ahead.
Really, they was tight with me about DeMar DeRozan. I want to say this. I have been nothing but prophetic. I've been nothing but prophetic on this show. I have never led y'all astray. Everything I have said has come true. I'm the LeVar Ball of this show. And how dare y'all turn your backs on me when I tell y'all Bradley Beal gonna turn the corner this year. Now, I didn't know if I was saying turn the corner with his hands or if I'm talking about on the court. But I've been nothing but prophetic on this show. And if y'all thought y'all was mad at my 2-guard list, man, I'm about to ruffle some feathers right here with the PG spot. Let's get into it. Before I give you my number 5, I got to explain to you that number 5 was very, very difficult for me. I got 4 names written down. And
give me your honorable mentions.
My honorable mention.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. This is what I think I'm going to do. Man, I'm going to tell you, man. It's tough. I think I'm going to give my honorable mention to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry had an amazing season last year. It was overshadowed by him disappearing in the postseason yet again. But
typical Kyle.
He turned it around in the regular season, though. He really looked good in the regular season. I think he played I think he was top 3 point guard in the East last season for the regular season. I'm giving him my honorable mention. That was tough. At number 5, and this guy could easily be 6, 7, or 8 on my list. Yeah, y'all gonna be mad. I don't care. At number 5, I'm gonna go rapper turned hooper, Dame Dollar, dropping dimes. I got him at number 5.
Wow.
Got him at number 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen. At number 5. No, first of all, let me give you my honorable mention.
Uh-oh.
I got a guy at number 5 that, in my opinion, is just so underrated, man. He's just so underrated.
Wait. This is your honorable mention or this your number 5?
Honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah, my honorable mention is a guy that I feel is so underrated, and I just don't feel like he never made an all-star game, make a buku amount of money, though.
I was going to say.
But I just feel like he's so underrated. Might be the most underrated player in the league, and that's none other than Mike Conley. Number 5 was so tough for me. Number 5 was so tough for me.
Okay.
Because I kind of wanted to put Mike Conley on this list, man. Because you look at Memphis, Spade, I talked to you about Memphis roster before we did this show, and how is Memphis still a playoff team in the stacked West? How? And I don't understand it. It got to be because of guys like Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. And it sucks that it can only be 5, but Mike Conley, you are right there. But you're my honorable mention. At number 5, I have Kyrie Irving. At number 5 on this list. I feel like he was still. I feel like he's still a top 5 point guard in this league. Mm-hmm. I feel like playing with LeBron makes life a lot easier, and I think Kyrie will see that.
Say that. Preach, Reverend.
And I think Kyrie will see that this season. But I still think Kyrie has immense talent, and I think Kyrie still can get to the cup at will. I think he can shoot the lights out. I think Kyrie will still have a great season, and that's why he's number 5 on my list. But Kyrie could have easily been 4 or 3 on my list if he was probably still in Cleveland, because life with LeBron is just so much easier.
Right.
But Kyrie, that's why you're number 5 on my list. I still think you're a top 5 point guard in this league, though. Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
And number 4. Maybe we talked about this guy off camera a lot as well. And at number 4, I have none other than John Wall. I feel like John Wall is definitely the 4th best point guard in this league. John Wall, his jumper got better. John Wall has become more of a complete point guard. If I'm not mistaken, he might lead the league in assists. I think he's at like 10.6. I don't know what happened at the last game, but I know he was definitely top 3 in the league in assists, averaging 10 a game. John Wall is a complete point guard. Still got to get a little better with that jump shot, that 3-ball rather. Mid-range, I feel like John Wall is solid mid-range. Definitely got to get the 3-ball a little better. But John Wall, definitely top 5, number 4 on my list this go round in our top 5 point guard list. John Wall.
Wow. Okay. At number 4, man, I got Kyrie Irving. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I think Kyrie is probably one of the best of the point guards at creating his own shot. I don't think anybody can stay in front of him. And I know y'all hearing this and you thinking, whoa, well, why don't you have him higher? I don't have him higher because he is a terrible defender. And I also, part of this whole thing right here, this is our predictions also going into the season. This is what y'all was missing about the whole DeMar DeRozan thing. People's like, Spade, what do you mean? DeMar DeRozan had a great year last year. What the hell they got to do with this year, though? It's also my predictions going into this season. And I expect Kyrie to take a step back. I know we're still early in this current season, but I also want to say, if you going out to Boston and you stepping in the IT shoes, IT was putting up damn near 30 a night in that offense, and Kyrie scoring like 20
and
a
he
night.
was delivering in the fourth, Spade.
Right.
In the fourth.
I can't have Kyrie higher than that. I just can't. So I got Kyrie fourth on my list. Okay. You ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Number 3, this dude right here, man. You can say what you want to say about him. Say what you want to say about his team. He's on a stacked team. Yeah, I know. All of that stuff right there. It's really hard to evaluate what he would be without those guys. We never saw him without those guys. The most deadly shooter I've ever seen. In the gym range. Can shoot from anywhere. Not really good on defense. Can create. Not the best at creating his own shot, though. Nice with the handles. Great with the shot. I'm talking about the chef himself, Steph Curry. I got him as number 3 on my top 5 point guard list going into the season. You could make an argument for him to be higher. I got him number 3. And once I explain my 1 and 2, I think it'll make sense. I got Steph at number 3. Who want to do something about it? Sam, where you at? What up? Go.
Listen.
I know.
At number 3, I have a guy, Spade, that we look at his team and we don't think it's a fit. It's not a fit for him. He doesn't fit. But I think when this guy comes back, they're gonna need him, man. So he's gonna definitely have to be top 5 S like he normally is. We feel like this guy complain a lot. We feel like this guy's one of the toughest little men in the league, and I think the team that he's on right now, they're gonna need him, and that's none other than Chris Paul. Spade. I have Chris Paul at number 3 on my top 5 list. Yeah, I do, Spade. The Rockets have not been looking good, Spade.
They weren't looking good with him either. He wasn't looking good.
Let me finish, Spade. The Rockets have not been looking good. They gave up a lot to get Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul has always had these little lingering injuries. James Harden. The crazy thing is, James Harden, he looked amazing last year, but he had a lot around him. Especially after they made that trade late. James Harden now is out there by himself. I mean, EG has looked phenomenal. But now you take EG's production because Chris Paul is out. And now he's starting. So you're getting his production that's normally coming off the bench as a starting role. And now the bench is looking disgusting. So they're definitely going to need Chris Paul to come back, be top 5 S. So I'm expecting Chris Paul to come back, be top 3 in the league again, because they need him, Spade. They need him. So give me Chris Paul right now at number 3 on the top 5 list.
Can you hold on 1 second? Can you hold on 1 second?
Go ahead.
Siri, can you remind me that LaParis got CP3 as a top 3 point guard in 2017? Okay, go ahead. I want to talk with Siri. Go ahead.
Spade, you're going to be surprised.
I'm pretty damn surprised already, bro. If that was your goal, you're knocking it out the park.
I'm gonna be all in your mentions when CP3 come back and he diamond and getting trip dubs out there. Anyway,
we waiting on him to come back, y'all. Go ahead, bro.
At number 2, I have a guy that gets on my nerve, bro. He gets on my nerve. But like I said, I'm not a big Kobe fan, but I'd be a fool to not think this guy, to not think Kobe is an amazing player, and that's how I feel about Steph Curry. I love watching the Warrior games, by the way. I don't like the Warriors, but I love watching their games. The games are exciting. They fill it up. And for that reason, I have Steph Curry at number 2. I feel like Steph Curry is a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal shooter. Steph Curry, I mean, he can do so many things with the basketball, his handles. They keep showing what he did to Gobert, which I don't think is fair at all. But
had my boy Rudy out there tap dancing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, he is 7'9" center, man. Come on. What do you expect from Gobert?
One of my favorite
Steph Curry.
highlights,
He has an amazing handle. He can shoot the lights out. I think Steph Curry's an amazing player. I feel like he's the second best point guard in this league. So give me Steph Curry at number 2.
Okay. I respect that. I mean, them same moves he put on Rudy Gobert wouldn't get him by Kevin Love. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. At number 2, man, this dude that I got right here is an absolute monster. I think if I had to start a team right now, he would probably be my first. Space. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt.
Spade,
don't interrupt. I'm trying to be prophetic. Let me be prophetic.
If you do this,
let me be prophetic. Let me share my gift that God has blessed me with.
God.
Let me share.
Kill him,
this
y'all.
Dude right here is an absolute tank. I mean, he's a cyborg. I'm not even sure if you cut him and blood to come out.
Disrespect my God.
Motor oil might come out this man's arm. I'm talking about a former MVP. I'm talking about an NBA history writer. I'm talking about somebody that just averaged a triple-dub over a season. I'm talking about none other than the Brody Russell Westbrook. The dude is an absolute beast. You saying Spade, you saying all this good stuff about him. Why don't you have him number 1? I still have issues with his efficiency. It's the 5 of 22 games that I just got a problem with. And there's one other thing about him that I love and hate at the same time. When it's the fourth quarter, when it's crunch time, he don't trust nobody but him. Even with his new teammates, we've already seen some instances where down the stretch, ain't nobody getting the rock but Russ. And that keeps him from being number 1 on my list. He is number 2 on my list, point guards, Russell Westbrook. The Brody.
I think I know who Spade got at number 1.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
Spade pulls some shenanigans and
you don't know me, bro. You don't know me.
If Spade pulls some shenanigans and James Harden is on this list, I will walk off this show.
Spade. Who I got at number 1. The guy that I got at number 1, let me say this too. And I'm going to get serious for a minute, bro. I need you to get serious. Are you serious over there?
I'm serious.
It don't sound like it. I need to know.
I'm serious.
Okay. All of these guys on this list are phenomenal. It's names that I've called. All of these dudes are phenomenal. If your team lucky to have one of these guys, hey, great. But I feel like the identity of point guards is changed over time. And we look at what they do. We look at how they score. And that's all fine and dandy. So the guy that I got at number 1, people going to come for my neck. They going to say, so-and-so score more points than him. So-and-so shoot better from 3. But I'm going to tell you something. You look at the guys around this guy, and I tell you, this man make everybody on his team better. This man just got Otto Porter paid. Otto Porter don't deserve that bread, bro. I'm talking about, to me, the best all-around point guard in the league going into the 2017 season. On my predictions of what he going to be this year is John Wall. John Wall came into this league being nothing but a speed guy with the ball. He was explosive. He could finish at the cup. He had no jumper. He's got a jumper now. It's pretty consistent from mid-range. It's getting better. It has gotten better from 3. That man makes so many people on this team better. If you don't believe me, check the numbers, y'all. I'm speaking facts. The reason why Otto Porter just got paid, because the defense breaks every time this guy drives to the basket. And I'm not shading Russ, but unlike Russ, that man ain't necessarily caring about trying to get no trip dubs or nothing like that. He's getting these guys open looks. He makes Gortat numbers up. Go look at Gortat's numbers with John Wall off the floor as opposed to with John Wall on the floor. It'll blow your mind. To me, the most complete all-around point guard in the league is John Wall. I'm prophetic. Go, LaParis. I don't hear you. You good, bro?
I mean,
bro,
I think everybody know where I'm going. My favorite player in the league, man.
But it ain't about that. Don't make this fantasy football, bro. This ain't fantasy sports. This ain't DFS.
Bro, I'm not talking fantasy. My favorite player in the league, the guy that I think is the best point guard in the league is none other than Russell Westbrook. The energy, the will, the force, the game, the play. Listen, Russell Westbrook, if somebody say, yo, and I know it'd be hard not to take LeBron or Kevin Durant, but I would take Russell Westbrook out of any of these point guards in the league. I would take him. Give me Westbrook right now, best PG in the league right now. And I know His numbers will drop. Spade, and I think the Thunder will get it figured out. Like Westbrook is going to be like, you know what? I got Melo, I got PG. I don't have to do so much anymore. I got these guys. They can carry the load. But when you get a game like Paul George just had against his Pacers, when they was trying to give Paul George the ball, and what Paul George do? Score 8 points and foul out. Yeah, Westbrook gotta be like, you know what? I gotta get back to Westbrook. Melo ate that game. When you got a guy, Andre Roberson, that can't hit the G spot on a 10-pound vagina. You got Westbrook has to do more. He has to do more. I don't know what the hell. Spade, I'm questioning the Thunder, Spade, and I don't want anybody to lose their job. But how is Roberson still in the league? Seriously.
Seriously. And he's a great defender.
No, his name is Roberson.
No, it's Robertson.
We're not even going to do that.
No, it's Robertson. And people think it's Roberson because he don't have a T.
No. I know what it is, Spade, but I'm not even going to call that man his name.
He can't even get his name.
No, he cannot get his name until he can hit a free throw. Spade, he shot 2 air balls from the line. Have we ever seen that before? Anyway, back to Westbrook. Spade, I love everything about Westbrook. Westbrook, to me, and I like your points about John Wall. I love John Wall as well. But Westbrook, to me, that run through a wall mentality, I think it's either you got it or you don't. I don't think you can just get that, in my opinion. And Westbrook, he touches the floor every night with that, and I don't think you can measure that by his inefficiencies. You got to take the good with the bad, and to get Russell Westbrook, I definitely take all the bad, in my opinion.
You'll take 31 turnovers through 5 games.
Spade.
31 turnovers through 5 games.
How many your boy James Harden got? And I'm pretty sure you'll take James Harden right now.
Yeah, he's got 30 over 6 games, which is one less with one more game. Neither one of them just break. But at the same time, James ain't the one. Now, he did the one last year, and he's going to have to do something until the man who you got in your top 5 list, who ain't even in the damn game. I don't know how you pick an injured guy.
He's going to come save the day.
I don't know how you pick an injured guy and put him in the top 5. But when he comes back, James' usage rate, he ain't going to have to do so much. But, man, look, bro, y'all told me when Russ got some help, he wouldn't have to do so much. That man got PG-13 and Melo. He got 31 turnovers in 5 games.
Because he passing to Roberson.
Is the answer. The answer is John Wall.
He passing to Roberson. If Roberson,
he ain't passing to him.
He passing to Roberson. If you passing to Roberson and he can't catch, I mean, he passing to him and it's going right through his hands out of bounds.
Why would he pass to him? I would pass it to the official before I pass to him.
Because you want to know why he passing to Roberson?
Because he the only one wide ass open.
Ball naked over there. They're leaving him naked over there.
Right.
They leaving him naked. That's why he passing to him. He the only man open, Spade. They doubling everybody else. And Roberson over there just in the corner naked. That's why. Let me say something.
I'm going to shut up after this. I'm not going to beat on Russ. I love Russ. I got Russ number 2 on my list, y'all. So the Russ fans is going to come for me. Understand, and we have to say this every episode we do this, y'all. When we say top 5, bro, I ain't trying to be funny. A lot of y'all probably in school, you in college or whatever. If somebody told you was top 5 in your school, I think you'd be all right with that. I'm talking top 5. I do want to pick on them one game. The Utah Jazz don't look like a really good team this year, bro. Would you agree or disagree?
They look all right, Spade. They don't look like last year, but they look okay. They not as bad as you about to make them look. Go ahead.
I mean, they 2-1. They definitely not terrible.
Okay,
go ahead. One of they 2 is against OKC in a game where in 36 minutes, Westbrook scored 6 points. He was negative 18 plus or minus for the night. He was 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, and he had 7 turnovers. Why? That's no excuse for that. That's no excuse for that.
It is an excuse, Spade.
No.
Because, Spade, the Jazz is a defensive team that slows the tempo. They slows the tempo down, Spade. So it's more half-court sets with Westbrook and all that. They slow the Jazz slows the tempo. The pace is down dramatically when you play teams like the Jazz or the Spurs or Memphis.
That'll never happen to John Wall. He got outplayed by Ricky Rubio. Let's move forward, bro. I respect your list.
I want to touch on something.
Okay, go ahead.
A lot of people. Spade, I was in your stream last night. A lot of people, they love Damian Lillard. And it's not that I don't love Damian Lillard. I just feel that Damian Lillard he relies so much on his jump shot that to me, he cannot be a top 5 point guard in this league, in my opinion. If you want to argue Damian Lillard, please do so in the comment section. But let me just read this to you guys. Damian Lillard, he got up extra shots after practice on Friday in hopes of snapping out of his mini slump. It say Lillard's scoring average is down slightly. Hold on, my computer went black. It say Lillard's scoring average is down slightly to 21.8 points per game due primarily to his early season inaccuracy. Damian Lillard has made just 10 of 35 field goal attempts, 28%. Spade. So if you realize you're in this type of slump, why aren't you getting to the foul line more? Listen to this. It said the Blazers last 2 games, he's shooting 38.4% on the floor this season, which is just crazy, Spade. It said, listen, I think Damian Lillard is a crazy good talent, but Damian Lillard, his game, in my opinion, this is my opinion, his game is just, he's easy to defend. Now, when he's on, oh my gosh, he's lights out on.
Oh, yeah.
But Damian Lillard got to realize, you know what? My jump shot is not falling, at least at this particular game. I got to get other guys involved. They got a big guy named Nurkic. They got Evan Turner. They got Harkless. They got C.J. McCollum. You know why I like C.J. McCollum? Because his jumper ain't falling. C.J. go to the rack. He gets to the line. Damian Lillard should be the caliber player, Spade, that's getting to the line, 10 to 15 times a game, especially when his jump shot ain't falling. And Damian Lillard just, when his jump shot not falling, you know what Dame do? He keep jacking. Yep. And I know what people going to say in the comment section. Shooters got to shoot out a slump. Sometimes seeing the ball go in at the free throw line gets you out of your slump too. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go in the hole. Yep. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go in the hole. And that's my gripe with Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard is phenomenal. But when that jump shot ain't on, whoo, it can get real ugly.
Yeah, I agree.
Spade, we can move on, bro. But that's why I just wanted to say that about Lillard. Because I know it's people going to be in there like, no Dame with Dame. No Lillard. They say it all the time. They say it. We wasn't even talking about this in your stream last night, Spade.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I'm just not wrapping my mind around this. Not only was he not in your top 5, he didn't even make your honorable mention.
Yeah.
That what you telling me?
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. If I had to remove, let's just say if I would have had to remove Chris Paul, y'all gonna be like, can't put an injured guy, then Mike Conley would have made my list.
All over Dame, though?
Yeah.
I'm afraid Chris Paul ain't the Chris Paul that you think he is. I could be wrong. I'm afraid he's no longer that guy. Time will tell.
Spade, you was on me about Blake. How Blake look?
Oh, Blake looking amazing. You was on me about L.A. How L.A. looking?
He looking good. I can't front. L.A. Kawhi ain't there. And L.A. said, I got y'all. And L.A. has been playing phenomenal. I can't even front.
You want to give him a pick'em game this week, bro? Or you tired of losing in pick'em?
I won last week. What are you talking about?
I know. The Falcons went out there.
Right now we sitting at about 2-4.
About 6-1. What?
But
2-4?
Bro,
it's like 6-1.
Spade. It's 2-1. I mean, it's
See,
2-4.
it don't changed already,
you
y'all.
Got 4. You
got 4. I got 2. That you play one-on-one basketball with, and
Spade,
you keep asking him what's the score, and it keep changing. He keep getting a bucket when you get a bucket.
The game before the last game, we picked the same people. We picked the Cavs, and then this past game, I picked the Patriots.
Let's give him a pick'em game. Let's give him an NBA pick'em game. Who you like?
That's cool. I got one, and it's definitely the Thunder versus the Bucks. So give me who you think gonna win that game. Thunder versus Bucks.
I mean, on paper, it should be the Thunder easy. It's just going to depend on which one of your...
Spade, I'm going with the Thunder. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
No, you're not. No, you're
not.
What?
No, you know what? Give me the Thunder. Give me the Thunder. Because I just feel like...
Okay.
I just feel like PG going to say, hey, man, Russ, can I get the rock? A little bit.
Oh, okay. That's what you better do. That's what you better do.
You trying to bait me into taking Milwaukee?
You gonna take him?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Let's move on. Let's move on, bro.
All right. Last segment of the show, bro. We call this segment the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. This is the Heisman of podcast, man. It's a very prestigious podcast award given to a male or female who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. Now, we get this award away twice a week. Like, that's crazy. Imagine if they gave away Heisman trophies twice every week. That's just crazy.
Word.
But Paris, you on the hot seat, bro. Who you giving yours to and why?
I mean, and I know I'm probably going to get a little pushback.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm kind of taking the easy way out. Ain't nobody expecting much from the team my Strong Arm Performer of the Week played against. But nonetheless, this guy went back to a team that he used to play for and with another star player that's on his team out. And he was like, watch this. I got us. And that's none other than Boogie Cousins. He went to Sacramento. And he tooled Sacramento up for 41 points, 14 to 25 from the field, 23 rebounds, and 6 dimes. And for that reason right there, DeMarcus Cousins actually came out before the game and actually said he might have showed a little bit too much loyalty to Sacramento. Maybe he should have been gone. And he said that's his bad. That's his bad for being loyal to Sacramento.
One extra jab, huh?
Yeah, there's a little extra jab. But for that reason right there, DeMarcus Boogie Cousins, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. AD was out with a sprained vagina, and Boogie said, I got us. Boogie Cousins, my Strong Arm Performer of the Week.
That's pretty good. I'm going to go to football to get mine away, man, and I'm going to tell you, I like to see people get redemption. So, I want to give my award to a quarterback who, at the start of the year, everybody had his team being, hey, this is the team to keep your eye on. Keep your eye on this team right here. This team got an up arrow. And they came out and, they ain't looking so tough. So people started looking around for people to blame. And you had to give some of the blame to this guy. He just got a big contract. And I'm talking about, let's go out to Oakland for this one right here. At least for another year or two, let's go out to Oakland. Then we're going to go out to Vegas. I want to give mine to Derek Carr, man. Came back, played a surgeon Kansas City Chiefs, who was looking amazing. Derek Carr threw for 417 yards, 3 TDs, in a much-needed win. Not only do you need to get the Raiders back going, but you want to get that win against a divisional opponent. They needed that win. They was able to defeat the Chiefs 31-30 for that performance. Derek Carr, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. James Harden had a triple-double too, though. Carry on. Carry on. Just saying.
Hey, y'all, do we need to
I didn't give it to him.
Implement.
I didn't give it to him.
Early. Spade, it's too early. You're going to make us implement the James Harden ban.
I didn't give it to him.
This early.
I just wanted folks to know.
Okay. All right. Listen. Before I close the show, Spade, you got anything else to add?
Dolphins actually did not have a game this week, bye week.
They had a bye. Oh, it's crazy because Florida State had that same bye week.
Yeah, we had a bye on the field.
They had that same bye week yesterday. Listen, I want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody for joining another great episode of Strong Arm Sports. That is our top 5 for this year in the NBA. But we want you guys to leave your top 5 point guards in the comment section down below. And what? If you're going to cake for Damian Lillard or get that Spade for having John Wall over Westbrook, leave it in the comment section down below. I seen people last night, Spade, in your stream, they were saying Steph Curry was the best point guard in the league. So if you feel that way, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below.
That, I guess.
I feel like Kyle Lowry doesn't get the respect he deserves, and I kind of feel
he wasn't on your list. You didn't give him no respect.
I was just about to say, I kind of feel like I disrespected him for just making him an honorable mention. Kyle Lowry, keep doing your thing, bro. Kyle Lowry has never made an All-Star game, which is just insane. Memphis Grizzlies has been one of the most consistent teams in this league. I don't know what Kyle Lowry got to do.
Wait, you talking about Mike Conley?
What'd I say?
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I meant Mike Conley. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Kyle Lowry don't get no respect either, though.
Who?
Kyle Lowry.
Because he disappeared during the playoffs.
Hey, man.
Playoffs?
Hey.
Just like James Harden, if you want to bring up your boy. But listen, I want to thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Strong Arm Sports. As usual, If you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. And take 2 seconds. Hit the buttons. There's also a little bell up here that lets you know when the episode is live. You get that alert right to your phone. So definitely hit that button as well. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in the comment section, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, UPodOmatic, iTunes, we everywhere. Spade.
Yeah.
Another great show, man. Want
Yes,
to thank everybody for your continued support, man. We cannot do this show without y'all, man. Had a lot of fun on this episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. We out.
Peace.